श्रीकान्तो मातुलो यस्य जननी सर्वमङ्गला जनकशङ्करो देवः तं वन्दे
ஸ்ரீ குருப்பியோ நமஹ. எல்லோருக்கும் நமஸ்காரம், வணக்கம், வந்தனம், சுபதினம். சமீபத்தில், அதாவது 27th of November, I was fortunate to be the chief guest of the annual day function of Psbb Millennium School of Kadalur. இந்த ஃபங்க்ஷன் பாண்டிச்சேரியில் ஜிப்மர் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் அங்கே இருக்கிற ஒரு பிரில்லியன்ட் ஆடிட்டோரியம், அப்துல் கலாம் ஆடிட்டோரியத்தில் நடந்தது. ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் என்ன பர்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணாங்க அப்பா! கல்ச்சுரல்ஸ் ட்ரெமெண்டஸ், ரொம்ப ஹை கேலிபர் இன் டேர்ம்ஸ் ஆஃப் யூசிங் டெக்னாலஜி, இன் டேர்ம்ஸ் ஆஃப் கண்டென்ட், இன் டேர்ம்ஸ் ஆஃப் பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ். அந்த டான்சஸ்ஸு, ட்ராமாஸு, சிங்கிங் எல்லாமே சூப்பர். இந்த என்டையர் கல்ச்சுரல் ப்ரோக்ராமுடைய யூடியூப் லிங்க்கு அந்த ஸ்கூலில் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. இந்த ஸ்கூலோட யூடியூப் லிங்க்ல இருக்கு. அதை இந்த பதிவுடைய சப்ஜெக்டில் போனீங்கன்னாக்க அங்கே நான் கொடுத்துருக்கேன். நீங்கள் ஃபுல் ப்ரோக்ராம் அதில் போய் பார்க்கலாம். ஆஸ் அ சீஃப் கெஸ்ட் அங்கே நான் அதை பற்றி பேசினேன். அந்த ஒரு முக்கியமான சமாச்சாரம் அதை இப்போ நீங்கள் பார்க்கலாம்.
It is with great pleasure that we welcome our esteemed chief guest for the evening, Mr. S.B. Kandan. His journey in the world of creativity is a fascinating tale, intricately woven with influences from legendary figures and his own remarkable contributions. Mr. Kandan's initiation into the realm of fine arts was nothing short of extraordinary. Born into the illustrious lineage of Harikatha legend Brahmashri T.S. Balakrishna Shastrigal, he inherited a deep appreciation for the arts. His sense of humor, an integral part of his creative arsenal, was earned through decades of association with the ace humorist, the late Crazy Mohan. This collaboration undoubtedly shaped Mr. Kandan's perspective, adding a unique and delightful touch to his creative endeavors. The journey into the nuances of filmmaking took a significant turn under the guidance of his brother, the esteemed director Mauli. From conception to delivering the reels to the theatre, Mr. Kandan imbibed the comprehensive art of filmmaking. To further enrich his understanding of visual communication, Mr. Kandan sought guidance from P.C. Sriram, adding yet another layer to his multifaceted skill set. In a unique fusion of qualifications and experiences, Mr. Kandan is not just a chartered accountant by qualification, but also a seasoned senior executive in a consumer durable conglomerate. However, his heart and true calling lie in the role of a creative director. His commitment to social causes is evident in the documentaries he has crafted. ஒரு பூங்காற்று புதிதானது addresses asthma cure, எந்த குழந்தையும் நல்ல குழந்தைதான் focuses on parental education, Sevaman aims to assist the physically challenged, and W2W sheds light on women prone to diabetes. Mr. Kandan has paid tribute to legends through captivating audiovisual documentaries, from the legal luminary K. Parasan to the dance maestro Dr. Padma Subramaniam and the powerhouse of education Srimati Dr. Mrs. Y.G. Parthasarathi. His work stands as a testament to his commitment to honoring greatness. With over 6,500 shows in India, USA, UK, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Singapore, Kuwait, Dubai, and Muscat, Mr. Kandan's stage plays have not only entertained but also connected with audiences globally. Apart from his association with Crazy Mohan serial, Mr. Kandan has showcased his writing and directorial prowess in the Sun TV serial Charulata, produced by ace director Vasant. This serial, spanning 40 weeks, narrates a natural tale involving two endearing female kids. Adding to his list of accomplishments, Mr. Kandan directed the hilarious Tamil film Jerry, a masterpiece penned by the late Crazy Mohan. His greatness has won him various awards for his impeccable work. Some significant ones include Best TV Serial Director Award, Professional Excellence Award, and Kala Seva Bharati Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm welcome to a man of creativity, depth, and a profound commitment to the arts, our chief guest, Mr. S.B. Kandan. We kindly invite our honorable chief guest to address the audience.
Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Ellorukkum Namaskaram, Vanakkam, Vandanam, Subadinam. Now, every time the Psbb varumbodhu, it is something like a homecoming for me. ஏன்னாக்கா சொன்னாங்களா என் பிரதர் மௌலி அவர் வந்து மிஸ்ஸஸ் ஒய்ஜிபி அண்ட் ஒய்ஜிபி அவங்களுடைய ட்ரூப் யூஏஏல தான் இருந்து he gave extraordinary legendary dramas like Flight 172, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Padma Vyuham, Kurukshetram, etc. என்னோட association with Psbb and Mrs. YGP gave me that great blessing of doing a documentary on the great Mrs. YGP called Vidya Shakti. It is available in Vidya Shakti YouTube channel in 5 parts. If you have not seen it, please do see to know where you stand and study. In fact, that Vidya Shakti YouTube channel, YGR was kind enough to allow me to manage it personally, which I have been doing. In fact, Mrs. YGP used to say in that film, her own humorous way of putting things. After independence, our education was RNI, vis-a-vis NRI. NRI is non-resident Indian. RNI, she says, is resident non-Indian. Because the education was more westernized and Americanized, without care for our Indian values and belief. That is the reason why she was prompted to start Bala Bhavan in a thatched roof in her house open terrace in the year 1958 with just 13 students. The idea was to inculcate the values, beliefs of Indian culture, festival, music, slogas, yoga and what not, which was not there at that point of time, because if you wanted to have a good high class English education, you have to depend on schools like Don Bosco or Church Park and things like that. Very soon it really became on par and exceeded those schools which I mentioned. In the year 1962, 7 of the students appeared in matriculation final. All the 7 of them passed with distinction, and one of them got the number 1 rank in the state. And she was always forerunner in terms of education. Not to make education just mug up. She was the person who defined the idea of learning by doing. In fact, at a point of time, she abandoned exams and was working on continuous evaluation program, which was later on appreciated and imbibed by CBSE. In fact, as early as 2003, she has put the smart classes into practice with audio visuals in each classroom, which is what is happening today. So, for many things which are very good for people today, she was the pioneer. Why I am saying that is, while we have been preparing our annual memorial videos and putting it up in Vidya Shakti, I have been interviewing the alumnus of Psbb. 90% of them are entrepreneurs giving jobs to thousands of people, and very few of them are part of the thousands of people who are employed in government or wherever. The reason why is the education given by Psbb has given them the foundation and rooting to be an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur on their own. You say, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Sukhi Bhava. Mrs. OGP told me she was walking in New York downtown. She said, at least half of that, sometimes I have to stop. My alumnus working there or having an enterprise there just came and said, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha, and then prostrate before me on the road. That is the kind of international culture she has developed.
In fact, while seeing this, the brilliant work which you have done, count your blessings. I was counting. I had no end to it. Because it's a million school, was it millions blessings? No. Crores? No. It is countless, really. The way these people coordinated, did technology work, the thought-provoking concepts, the music, the backdrop, whatnot. We have been trying to put it in somewhere or other in our stage shows. We are finding it very difficult, but these people have done it so easily and brilliantly and convincingly. Give them a big hand, please. In fact, I started noting down some of the best performances, and I thought at a point at time I will not have enough room. I stopped it. Because each and every performance had a highlight. Great. Great. You have made my day. This culture, I am sure, will continue. That is the base of Psbb. The parents here must be very proud that you are in the right place. Because the kind of sacrifice and thought process which has come into the foundation. Once again, I must mention, I was talking about 1958 with 13 students in the thatched roof. In 1962, it got shifted to the Nungambakam Balabhavan. That is when they were short of money. They don't know where to get money. A gentleman called Seshadri at that point of time in 1962 volunteered to give 30,000 rupees as donation for the school, provided they put his wife's name in the school, that is Padma. So from then on, Mrs. YGP didn't want to put Mrs. YGP Balabhavan. It was Padma Seshatri Balabhavan from that day onwards, Psbb. Because she wanted to give that benefit to you people, or the then people who have now given you that big advantage of such a banyan tree. You must really be happy. It is overall growth. That's what I've been looking at. It is just not mugging up and going and vomiting it in the exam and then getting high marks. They create you as a wholesome person. You are able to sing, you are able to dance, you are able to think, you are able to write. You know the background of our culture, you know what Guru Purnima is, you know the values and beliefs on which our traditions have been built over several BC, AC, whatever. So you must be really proud, the students and the parents, of having put your children here, because this is a great foundation you have given to your child. I must also thank the people concerned who thought of me to be here. Thanks a lot, and thanks a lot all of you, and thanks a lot all the performers for the great work they have done. Thank you.
बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगताम् राज्ञं वक्पटुत्पल्य हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्